What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is MMO Gemini here, and today I am bringing you a little bit of Oxygen Not Included. Now, I do a review of this game, so if you want to kind of check out what it is or what it's about before you watch the playthrough series, that's totally fine. I'll put the link to the video description. I'll put the link to the video in the description below. Anyways, so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Basically, just as a quick overview, for those of you who don't know, this game is a mix between Don't Starve and like RimWorld or Fallout Shelter. It's a management survival game where you have to like feed your colonists, make sure they have water, make sure they have air, that kind of thing. And we are inside an asteroid. So actually, let's go ahead and take this time to look around a little bit. Got some oxygen there. Got a vacuum around. Copper. Got a big pool of water down there. Got a couple big pools of water. You can actually coagulate these down there. And some algae. All right, so it looks like we're going to be going... this is actually pretty good. All right, so... what we're probably going to end up doing is moving our production stuff over here. We'll put like our bedrooms a little bit higher up and our kitchen a little bit higher up, and then our batteries and stuff here at the top. And then we're going to we'll try to create like little vents down here where some of the bad gases can flow, because if you don't know, oxygen goes up and then carbon dioxide, which is what they can't breathe, obviously, will go down. And then this right here is Oxalite. Oxalite is going to put oxygen into the air, which is fine. Honestly, this isn't that big of a vacuum, so it wouldn't probably be the worst idea to puncture this oxygen bubble and this oxygen bubble, and then puncture the vacuum. That way we can convert all this and then mine all of this precious copper ore. That being said, let's go ahead and introduce you guys to our duplicates. Here we have Yvette. They are pretty good at running, so this is probably going to be our main runner, and our running and learning, I'm sorry. This one's going to be the one that's going to be doing our researching, because over here, Maha, if I pronounced that wrong, sorry, just an over-round character, but they have a very high running stat, so we're going to be using her as our power generator. And then finally, we've got Price. Price is going to be basically our tinker, our digger, and our construction builder, mostly because his stats are just kind of focused around that. He's got a bunch of different traits down here, the big one being narcoleptic. They can just fall asleep at any time, so that's not going to be very good for us, but we'll have to make do with it. Over here we've got small bladder with Ma, so she'll have to use the bathroom more often, which is really not that big a deal. And same thing with Yvette. So we're going to need a couple of bathrooms, most likely, to take care of these two guys. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start off. I tell you what, let's go down first. And the reason why I say that, actually, let's do this. G. The reason why I say let's go down first is because we've got some exposed copper over here. We've got a lot of algae. What are you doing? Oh, okay. I guess we'll just get all three done, and that way he's not wasting time. Which would be really, really good for us, and it'll give us more direct access to the water. We should probably put a... You know, now that I think about it, where are we going to start having our gas flow out? Basically, you want to have a gas flow. We could build... maybe down this direction. Oh, maybe a little bit down this direction, or maybe off in this direction. I'm not 100% sure yet. And we'll figure it out here in a little bit. But what I'm doing right now is I'm collecting materials so that we can... oh, that's good. We're collecting materials so that we can go ahead and build a ladder down. Let's do this. Let's come down here and build a ladder here. And then over here, we're going to put our research station and maybe our not oxygen producer, excuse me, our power generator, our little hamster wheel. And then up here, I'll tell you what, I think we'll build the bedrooms into the rock face here, and we'll build the kitchen over here maybe. Yeah, that'll probably be fine. And I'll tell you what, we can just put the ladder straight up. That'll work out fine. And we've got even more copper up there. I didn't see that to begin with. Alright, so let's get into this here. Looks like they're building away. And the good part about this is all of this is breathable oxygen, so I'm not worried about choking anybody out right off the bat. And we've got some more oxalite down here, which is no big deal. That'll help out a whole lot. Alrighty, let's see. Colony requires toilets. Yes, I understand. where are we going to put those toilets? Speaking of the devil, I tell you what, let's put the toilets over here, and the reason why is we'll be able to do some plumbing and then cycle the water, the clean water, back in once we get that going. So let's do this. We're going to put this over here as a priority 7. That way they just kind of hurry up. And we'll dig a 2. I'll tell you what, we don't need to go quite that far. We'll dig that, and we'll put a toilet down here. It's going to be a little bit of a far walk for the toilets, especially if the bathrooms are up, if the bedrooms are up here. You know what? Maybe we shouldn't do that. Let's go ahead and cancel this. Actually, we'll not cancel. We'll leave the copper as mineable. I'll tell you what. Let's just cancel all of this. We're going to put the copper is mineable, but we don't want it prioritized right now. And then let's build our bedroom. Let's start. Let's see. We'll put a floor. See, what I don't want to do is kill this here. So let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's put our. Yeah, let's do it here. Let's do a 7. We're going to put a bathroom floor here, which I'll probably move down later because I don't quite want to destroy this oxygen yet. So we'll put a bathroom floor here. And then let's put our bedrooms here. And honestly, that'll probably be good. And then we'll start planning out to build our... You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. We'll build our kitchen over here. So that'll be fine. And then this will give us... Okay, this we need to actually dig up. And this will give us a little bit of base starting copper so we can start building our energy production and stuff like that down here. And even our very first research station. Alright, let's see. So we'll put one of those. Put a door and we'll put a space. So we'll put a cot here, space, cot here, space, cot here. Perfect. And then also we need to have a toilet. So let's go to, what was it under? Plumbing? Yeah, plumbing. Put that there, and we need to make this a priority pretty soon because we have 2 people that are not that great with the toilet usage here. There we go, it's getting all taken care of now. And one thing we're going to have to worry about is this sand is going to start falling down, so we're going to need to put, we're going to need to mine all this out, but we're going to need to put a roof. Doesn't need one right now, but eventually I'm going to put a roof. There we go. Now we've got an outhouse. Okay, what else do we need? Oh, we also need to put some storage units. So we'll put that in a two wide room. Let's just do that for now. And we're going to go to base, storage. We'll just do, we'll see, a space. We'll just do 3 of those right there for now. It looks like there's some unbreathable gas. Okay, yeah, we have to give our oxygen some time to kind of come up here. And our carbon dioxide is going to start settling down here in the bottom. So we need to actually, like I said, create a little hole where we can like place a baseline group of algae terrariums to start getting rid of this unbreathable gas. Food shortage are very low. Well, that's not good. I could have swore we were supposed to have a little bit more. Yeah, we have some field rations. We're sitting at 20 kcal. Yeah, we're alright for now. Holding their breath. Why are you holding your breath? There should be plenty of breathable. Okay, it's just them exhaling that's causing the problem. That's alright. This will even itself out really shortly. Now, especially now that we have some oxygen kind of flowing in here. And there he goes. Right there, fell asleep because he has narcolepsy. So that's cool. It is what it is. He'll wake up here in a little bit. Just keep these two guys going at it. We are missing a ladder right there for some reason. That's fine. It is what it is. They'll be fine. Alright, using the bathroom. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to build... See, we don't want to get into this chlorine, but it's probably a good idea to build... Maybe right above the water. Maybe right above the water where we put some of those algae terrariums, because we don't have a lot down here that we can just build on top of. Let's see. Catching her breath. Gotta let all this fill up with oxygen. And it's slowly coming. I mean, it's pretty bad over here, but it's slowly coming. Just get their beds built. And one nice thing about these particular colonists is, if I can pull it up here, they all have a decor expectation of around 10. So it's not the worst thing in the world. That one's 20. It's not the worst thing in the world that we have to build a little bit of decor, but they're also not that hard to manage either. We didn't get any negatives, but honestly it's not that big a deal. Our stress levels are so low anyways because we just started out, so it'll be fine for the time being. One thing that we can do, honestly, now that we've got access, is let's go ahead and put up... Okay, they're sleeping. That's totally fine. Let's go ahead and put up our... tell you what, let's start with our station. Our research station. We'll put it here. And then let's go ahead and put up our generator here. And then we are going to dig just a bit, and we're going to put some batteries in. I want a space, so let's dig one more. Let's put one here, here, and here. That'll be perfect. Let's go ahead and expand our tile out there. And we need to put in some wire. So we'll put the wire here. Now the reason why I'm putting the wire under the floor is because it has a negative impact on decor. And definitely don't want too much of this decor problem getting in the way of, you know, building anything. The decor up here is really, really bad. So what we'll do is we'll place a couple flower pots, and then we can come up here and harvest some of these for seeds. So right now we have 3 seeds, so that'll be fine. And we'll also want to kind of spruce up the place down here some. I tell you what, let's go ahead and cancel this build job here, and we only need a spot in here that is I think it's only 3 wide, so let's only do, we'll put it, so door, space, and then the thing. So let's just do this for now. We'll get rid of those. And then the first thing we're going to start researching is our farming, because we want to get that taken care of. And then we'll probably move into liquid piping, and then food, and the reason why is we can start using this to create oxygen if we need to. Alright, so I'll tell you what. We'll also start to plan out the tiles down here. So let's put this one above the water. That way we can just build a ladder straight down here into the water if we need to. And then this will give us a good base where all the carbon dioxide will just kind of flow down and can start being converted. We're also probably going to want to put a... Oh, definitely don't do that. That is not what we want here. We're definitely also going to want an algae deoxidizer at some point. We'll put it down here once I get this dug out. So we'll put this here. And then we're going to run a run. So we'll put an algae deoxidizer. Oh, we don't have materials. What do we need? Raw metal. What it says? Yeah. That's okay. We've got some... Why are you... Oh, yeah. We got some copper down there, so we're all right. And honestly, we could come over and build copper if we needed to. Briar seed. Oh, well, we've only got one. So what we'll do is we'll plant... briar thistle. We'll just dig you up. We'll dig you up as well. That way we can start planting these seeds. And then we can also put, we'll go ahead and put in our, this is more of a quality of life thing, but we'll put in our roof here. Briar seed. Perfect. Plant. And plant. Alright, perfect. That'll help with the decor a little bit. Alright, and let's go ahead and start our research as well. We want to do farming tech and novice research continuous. Alright, now this is really going to be important. What we're going to definitely want to do is take care of our jobs here. So we only want Maha running. And then let's take a look at research as well. Learning 5 and these 2 are 0. So we're going to put Yvette on our research, and the rest of this stuff let's just go ahead and leave open. Price can be our cook. Honestly though, it's not that big a deal. Art, yeah, we'll just turn that off. Alright. Yeah, that'll be totally fine. And then we're definitely going to want to take our power and put it at priority 9. We need to get these batteries built pretty ASAP. So I'll tell you what, let's turn this down to 8, and then we need to turn this dig job up here to 9, and then we need to change this battery to 9 here. Actually, I just want all of this to be 9. Yeah, electrical cable 9. All of this just needs to be 9, to be honest. Alright, so let's see. Select you, 9, you, 9, you, 9. Nine. 9. So yeah, it's fun. We're changing 5s to 9. There it is. And one more. There we go. And 9. There we go. Alright, so they're going to focus on that. That's going to be really important. So we need to get these up and running pretty soon. And then this is going to be sitting at a solid like 6 or 7. We'll probably put food above this like an 8. Probably a 7, and then we'll leave 8 open so we can switch between super important things. Honestly, we could put this to an 8, leave 9 open, and then put this as a 7 or 6 and put food as a 7. That actually sounds like a better idea in my opinion. There we go, getting this stuff built. And all of this is now breathable, which is perfect. Let's take a look at where our... Okay, carbon dioxide is settling down here a little bit. We're still okay. This is actually going to be bad. What we need to do is build a ladder down. And the reason for that is to let some of this carbon dioxide out. So this is going to be the door that we're going to lock them out of in case they go crazy. Okay, so we'll just build this down. And now what we need to do is actually deconstruct this and put a ladder there instead. There we go. And now you can kind of see that the carbon dioxide is flowing down and the oxygen is coming in, which is going to be good. Okay, those batteries are getting charged up, which is perfect. we're also going to have to set some time up to clean, because that's going to be important as well. What's wrong with you? You have an obstruction, it looks like, somewhere. Oh, that's... dig that. Priority dig that, that's important. And we'll just let them kind of go. Let's turn this up some. See, they're still focusing on that for some reason. That's not what I told you guys to dig on. Insufficient resources. So why are we not digging down here then? You guys, get down there and dig. That's super important. It's super importante. And this is actually pretty bad. We have a little bit of oxygen there, but it's not doing so hot. There we go. That's what was happening. Alright, so now that we've got the copper going, this will be fine. We need to... let's change you guys' priority down because we want to get this done next. How much research have we done? 8? We need a little bit more. That's alright. So once these batteries get full, we'll be alright. It's like they're going to dig through. And then we need to get the kitchen going. That's definitely the next thing that's going to be important. So let's put this dig as a priority 8. We'll put that as a priority 8 behind getting this built. Oh, and it looks like it's time for them to go to sleep. Alright. And while we're at it, let's take a look at the decor. It's still pretty bad in here. Once we put tile up, it'll help a little bit because you can kind of see that this is... the tile is producing 15 and the vase is producing 22. Down here, come on. It's just giving us the stuff. Well, it's just a negative. So what we'll do is we'll put tile in and that will help tremendously. Like that. But we'll do that later. That's not as important as getting these two things done. And also, let's put some tile in. We'll put this priority 7. Oh, it was over here. This priority 7. Honestly, the pile does not matter. We're not going to do that priority. We're just going to put this like that. And then we're going to put this like that and like that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And yeah, what does matter that we will put as priority 7 is this. Because we need to get these starting to get built. And then we're going to make you priority 7. Make you priority 7. Make you priority 7. Because what we don't want to do is leave all of this junk laying around for forever. That's going to start negatively impacting our stress levels. Right now it's not really, but it will in the future. Another thing we can do is our food. We're going to put the micro buster here. And we want to put this as a priority 8. And then we're also going to put power. And that's going to be a priority 8. So that's going to take precedence over this here. But not that big of a deal. And then let's go ahead and run this through the floor, down that ladder, and then over. Probably going to negatively do it decor here, but we can just put some doors off and it won't matter too much. We can always move it later if we desire. And this is perfect. So now you see the carbon dioxide is just flowing down the ladder. So what's going to happen is all this carbon dioxide is going to slowly start to sink. And the oxygen is going to slowly start to rise. Now what we want to have happen is we want to make sure that all of this stuff stays about even. So like up here is barely breathable. We need to get more oxygen production up here, which we will be working on here really shortly. Okay, let's let them kind of go here. Perfect. Insufficient oxygen generation, which we know. We definitely need to get some stuff built up down here. So let's, yeah, we'll leave that as it is for now. And this is going to be swept to all. This is going to be set to all, and this will be set to all as well. Except for edibles, we'll just keep edibles down here in the ration box. So all, but we don't want... Okay, actually that's fine. There's no edibles in that. No one's thinking. Alright, perfect. And let's go ahead and do lice loaf infinitely. We don't have enough stuff. Okay, so let's just do this infinitely then. Mush bar, missing water. Okay, that's fine. Because we will definitely get that here in a minute. Let's do this infinitely then. Lice loaf, missing water. Okay, perfect. Oh, alright. So we have a new duplicate coming through. Let's see what we can get. Get this guy. Man, she's pretty good. Yokel camp research, which honestly is fine. I don't think we need this quite yet, even though it is a pretty good level in creativity. Night owl, best. I think that this is probably the best one that we can get for the time being. So let's go ahead and print her. And let's change the priority here, because I need to get this stuff taken care of so I can start producing oxygen. And change this to priority 9. Change this to priority 9. So we want to get that food first. And then let's also change this stuff here to priority 9. So we need to get a good base going on in here. Okay, dig. We're just going to dig out all of this. This is important. Go ahead and go crazy. So 9, 9, 9, all the way across. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Alright. And this needs to be set up pretty important now, so you need to get back up there and start doing some research. That way, by the time this is finished, we can get our terrariums in place. Couldn't remember the word of it there for a second. Perfect. Alright. And this will also give us access to water, so what we can do is we can set this priority 8 and just do that. Oh, and we don't have a bed for Olive. That was a big oversight in my... That was a big oversight. So let's go ahead and throw one of those down here. Cot here. And honestly, I think that's going to do it for the first episode. What we'll go ahead and do is when we come back, we will finish up our oxygen generation down here at the bottom and get a cot put in place for Olive. What's wrong with you? Interrupted sleep. Why is it interrupted sleep? Rudely awoken by what? Ah, you're not able to breathe. That's not going to be good. Yeah, we need to definitely take care of our oxygen situation. Anyways, this has been MMO Gemini. If you liked it, please leave a like, excuse me, in the comments below. Also, please leave your names. If you want your name to be in here, I will definitely rename some of our duplicates after subscribers and after commenters. So if you want that, just go ahead and leave it, and I'll be sure to get you in here. Anyways, this has been MMO Gemini. Y'all have a great rest of your day.